Hello and welcome back everyone to day 3 of the Clean Carbs Challenge. I'm Sue-Ann Hickey, certified naturopath and creator of Body Typology, system for lasting weight loss. So how have you been making out through these 3 days? I've been cheering you on. Hopefully you've been doing okay. Today's task was to make a clean carbs salad. So when we have an ordinary salad, what happens? I don't know about you, but I'd be hungry like an hour or two later, especially if you're just having lettuce and tomatoes and cucumber or celery. All those just have water in them. Might have added a little bit of a protein, but you can still be hungry an hour or two later because lunch has been too light. I was talking with a client yesterday who said that she used to have a very big breakfast, small lunch, and be hungry all night long. I've heard that often. Or someone really trying to reduce their dinner as much as possible and then snacking all night long because it wasn't enough food. So how can you increase your salad to make it way more nutritionally dense, way more filling? Number 1, if you haven't guessed yet, is your clean carbs. Number 2 is adding in other kinds of vegetables. So what I like to do is when we're cooking dinner at night, I add in I steam extra veggies, so could be broccoli, could be cauliflower, could be green beans, carrots, all kinds of root vegetables and things like that. And then I add those into my salad the next day. That boosts up the amount of just nutrients in the salad, and it makes it way more filling than just a lettuce. And when you add in also the clean carbs like quinoa, or potatoes or pasta and things like that, you'll be satisfied a lot longer. Now, I hope my tips from yesterday have helped you learn how to make your clean carbs more delicious, because there's a phrase that I love that says, nothing will change if it doesn't give you pleasure, right? Exactly. So most of us love delicious food, and we don't want to be depriving ourselves and eating food that's not tasty. So always make sure that you enjoy the process. When I work with my clients, we try and make it as much fun as possible. I cheer them on just like I'm cheering you on. You've made it to day 3. Yay! Hip hip hooray! So good for you for making it to day 3. Yes, I even have pom-poms and stickers to cheer on my clients. So another thing I want you to know today is we're talking about never skipping a meal. So the challenge is there's so much confusing information out there, right? Eat this one week and then the next week, oh no, don't eat that because it's actually bad for you. Okay, do keto, but okay, no, don't do keto because that will clog your arteries and set you up for cardiovascular disease. Intermittent fasting, no, don't do intermittent fasting because that will actually throw your body off. And you see all the success stories. I lost this amount of weight, that amount of weight. What happens when you stop doing that process, whether it's keto, whether it's intermittent fasting? Immediately the weight all comes back on. And I've seen that with friends. I've seen that with some of my clients who tried intermittent fasting and even gained weight, because you don't see those stories where the success story is not a success story long term. So my invitation to you is you really need to find a way of eating that keeps you satisfied long term, that is sustainable. In healthy eating, healthy diet, the main key is finding something that's sustainable, that you can easily follow for the rest of your life. So the main thing with eating healthy diet is trying to keep your meal times as regular as possible. Aim for about 8, 12, and 6, and that will change also depending on different body types. For instance, a gonad or pear-shaped body type, they might do better by eating dinner at 5 p.m. But having these regular meal times each day keeps the body rolling, keeps the metabolism rolling. What happens when we skip a meal? Number 1, it slows down your metabolism because the food keeps the metabolism always going. So big big bad thing. You don't want to slow down your metabolism if you want to drop the pounds. Number two is the body always wants to protect itself, right? So if you skip a meal, the body will then go into protection mode. What am I going to do? I don't know when the next meal is coming. So I'm going to take this meal when it does arrive and I'm going to store it completely as fat. Not a good thing. And so the third thing that happens when you skip a meal is, I don't know about you, but when I go too long without eating, by the time I sit down, I am so hungry. I can't get the food in fast enough, and I tend to eat really fast, and I tend to overeat. So 3 reasons why you should never skip a meal. And on the weekends, I know that's the hardest time for most of my clients. So even if you get up late, try to have breakfast as soon as possible, and then try to maintain your lunchtime around noon or 1 o'clock, because if you push it later or end up having snacks instead, and then dinner is later, the schedule gets thrown off, you'll tend to overeat or be eating too many unhealthy snacks. So as much as possible, don't skip meals and stick to your 3 meals a day. So the main thing that I love to teach my clients when they learn how to eat right for their body type is that it's a plan that is sustainable, that you can do for the rest of your life. It completely transformed my life. And I used to be hypoglycemic on an up and down roller coaster all day long, hungry, snacking with no control, grabbing sweets, grabbing carbs, and hungry all the time. And when I started eating right for my thyroid body type, I felt so much better. I felt less hungry. My cravings went away. I felt more balanced. And I just thought, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to eat this way for the rest of my life. So I'd like to invite you to check your email tomorrow. There is going to be an email inviting you to jump into my online weight loss group that's starting April the 6th, and I'm going to give you a discount. So be on the lookout for that email tomorrow morning. I rarely offer any discounts to any of my programs, but if you are interested, you can jump on a discovery call and I will tell you all the details. So again, congratulations for getting through 3 days of the Clean Carbs Challenge. You did amazing, I'm sure. And check your inbox tomorrow. Thanks for watching.